Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. This is your May 2020 reading. Using the Cosmic Tarot, doing a 5-card spread. Immediately we're seeing lots of Pentacles energy, 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. So you could be in a decision-making mode. I feel like this has been energy that you've sort of been lingering in for a while. I can't specifically recall like the specific details of your last few readings, but it feels familiar. So let me give it a quick shuffle. What are the messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign? Saw the Hierophant, which came up in the full moon. Ooh, look at that. Full moon in Scorpio reading on what day did I film that? It was either Tuesday or Wednesday, okay? And we're having the Hierophant here, right? Which is talking about your spiritual source and spiritual connection, and also just going within, having super laser sharp focus on where it is you're going, what it is you're working on, sort of rising above the fray, right? I like to call this crowd down here the peanut gallery. And you have the Emperor, Aries energy. Okay, so this could be someone that you are moving towards, someone moving towards you, a role or a position, whether it's in work or just in life that you are going towards. Seeing Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, and I'm gonna cut the cards there. Again, 5-card reading, and then I'll get a couple oracle cards at the end. So you have the 9 of Pentacles in your present position. This has come up a few times in the readings. I think it came up in Gemini, okay, which is your air sign cousin, and maybe also Leo. Single energy is the pre-Empress card, and we did see the Emperor there, so there definitely could be something here going on in terms of a spiritual soulmate connection, possibly a marriage, okay? 9 of Pentacles, very stable, abundant energy, feels very again, moving on a path towards success, towards that Emperor, Empress status that we saw in the shuffle. 8 of Cups coming up in your future. We might clarify that card. It does feel like there's 2 different parties involved here. And there was another reading in which I picked up this sort of similar feeling kind of energy. I can't remember. It's one of the ones that I filmed yesterday. 8 of Cups, walking away from past emotional attachments. This is a slightly different depiction of the 8 of Cups card. This card has also come up in a few of the readings for this round. So it does feel like someone is walking away from a past situation, a past cycle. Feels like it's very emotionally based or involved, okay? So definitely could have been a romantic connection. Again, feels very past, like moving through it. And this depiction of the 8 of Cups is interesting because it shows also, right, like this man sort of just looks a little bit regretful, kind of like down in the dumps. So again, we are going to clarify that because it feels sort of external to whatever's happening with this 9 of Pentacles energy. Again, it feels like very 2 different energies or people, okay? We have Queen of Wands in the past, reverse, okay? Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. Could talk about inaction of some sort, or perhaps someone took some action that likely could have caused some kind of a tower moment, some kind of a breakdown, okay? It could be that there's a coupled, committed partnership or relationship here that is dissolving, okay? And 2 people are going their separate ways. Could be. Again, we're going to clarify these cards on either side. Let's see what the grounding energy is. King of Wands. So again, we do have a true pair here on the board, but notice that they're both coming up in the reverse. So more fire energy, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, it does feel like I'm almost seeing, like, because these are fire energy cards, it's almost like I'm seeing like a fire being put out, which I feel like is a motif that I used in another reading as well. But again, I'm sort of blanking on which reading that was. So let's take a look at the crowning energy, and then we'll clarify the cards and get the oracles. The Lovers. So you definitely could be dealing with a Gemini, more air energy there, okay? So the Lovers is crowning this reading. Again, soulmate connection. We have a true pair here on the board. However, we have this 9 of Pentacles, which implies, again, that sort of single energy, but it is still very stable and successful. And then the 8 of Cups in the future. And again, feeling 2 very different energies off of these cards could very well be the energy is reflected in this Lover's card, as well as the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands here, both coming up reverse. There does feel like there's regret, sadness. Someone also could possibly be sort of indulging or in drinking, okay? Because I'm just seeing with all that Cups energy. Water energy here, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, possibly, okay? Or that could be an element in that person's chart. We do have the Prince of Pentacles, so we did see Earth energy at the beginning of the read-in, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It's the Prince of Pentacles, okay? So when I see this card, sometimes it talks about someone who's sort of held back, whether that be emotionally, okay, or it could have been holding back in some type of investment or in some kind of work. And again, perhaps that led to some sort of breakdown here. And I am also getting Emperor energy off of that card as well. We have the World card coming up alongside that, just before I shuffle again. Virgo energy, grounded energy, also alludes to starting a new cycle here. So let's clarify some of these cards here on the board. Clarify the Queen of Wands reverse. Clarify the Queen of Wands. So we have the Two of Swords reverse. It does feel like there's a decision either that was made, okay, there may have been a decision that was made in the past, okay, that could be, that could have sort of led to what's going on now, okay? And if so, it feels like it was a very intuitively led decision. Again, it could have caused some kind of a tower moment. It feels like sort of a walking away energy, taking energy away kind of energy. Alternatively, it could be that, again, there was inaction on someone's behalf, that they failed to pay attention to their intuition and to make the best decision. I'm also being drawn to the full moon here in this card, and this Two of Swords has shown up in a couple of the readings as well. And again, we just had a full moon in Scorpio reading, so I would definitely encourage you to check out that full moon in Scorpio reading, as well as any of the other sign placements here that might resonate with you, or if you have those signs in your chart or the other party involved here, because it does, again, feel like there's at least two energies coming in here. Let's clarify the King of Wands reverse. Okay, so two cards came out. Six of Cups, so definitely more water energy there, right? Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Six of Cups can also speak to someone that you've known in the past, whether that's the past in this lifetime or past lifetimes, which is something that I believe in and subscribe to. And then you have the Tower moment, the Tower reversed, right? And remember I mentioned here with that Queen of Wands energy and the Two of Swords, this sort of decision that was made or lack thereof, leading to this Tower moment, this breakdown, okay? And again, it feels like it could be related to this connection, okay? Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Flew face down, and we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, so I definitely feel like we might even clarify that card as well, in addition to the Tower. So it just feels like, again, it feels like there's some sort of breakdown, and it feels like almost like two people going on divergent paths here. Okay, you have the path of the Nine of Pentacles and then the path of the Eight of Cups, okay? And coupled with the Three of Swords, again, has this connotation of feeling regretful, sad, perhaps even shameful, disappointed about something either not happening or the way that it sort of worked out, the breakdown of whatever this may have been, or almost like if there's a lack of an action, it's like something wasn't allowed to get off of the ground. Let me do one more shuffle and then we'll clarify a couple more of these cards here. Okay, I did just see the Seven of Cups, so there could be a lot of confusion even now still surrounding this situation. Again, this full moon energy that we just had is coming in to really provide clarity and illumination. Clarify the Three of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords, okay? So could very well be related to, and again, definitely there's some air energy here, okay? So whether it's you, Aquarius, or whether you're dealing with another air sign, again, a Gemini, could also be a Libra. But it does feel like there were issues of truthiness here, either someone not telling the truth, someone not following their truth, okay? With this Ace of Swords here coming up in the reverse. And I feel like what's happened is it's almost like both parties just sort of need like a break, okay? That I'm getting like Four of Swords kind of energy, stepping back, getting some introspection and some insight in the situation, perhaps, you know, consulting with family, friends, people that you're really, therapists, right? People that you're close to that you can trust and sort of go to for advice. Clarify the Tower reversed. We have the Prince of Wands, okay? So more fire energy here. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What I'm picking up on is that it's quite possible, right, that there was immaturity, it feels like, at play in this situation. I'm just picking up on sort of immature or holding back kind of energy. Again, we saw that Prince of Pentacles, and now we're seeing the Prince of Wands. As far as a sign, I'm more specifically leaning towards like a Leo, okay? But it doesn't have to be. It could be any fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But just with seeing the lion here on the card, I am seeing Leo. And there you are at the bottom, Aquarius, the star card. So we're going to stop there. You have Temperance, okay? So there's balance coming into the situation, healing and balance coming into the situation. Okay, that's a lot here. Let's go to your oracle card. So I'm going to get a numerology guidance for y'all. I saw the number 22, intuition, so definitely pay attention to your intuition about the situation. I also just saw the number 63, parenting. So perhaps this is a situation that involves parents, okay, whether that's you or your parents, or something about the relationship to your parents or about parenting, okay? Could also be that there is pregnancy here, because just with the Gemini reading, I think the Geminis did have 9 of Pentacles in their reading, and there was pregnancy loosely indicated in the reading as well, okay? So this is saying to surrender, 91. Let's read from the book. Surrender is pretty straightforward, right? It's like just allow things to unfold in their sort of natural order, going with the flow, okay? Despite perhaps external conflict or consternation. So it says this card indicates a need to surrender your attachment to a particular situation or preferred outcome because your inability to let go is impeding your success. Desperation blocks manifestation. Therefore, the more you struggle to attract your desire, the more you push it away. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to detach from the situation and surrender the outcome to the divine. In order to attract what you want, you must give the universe space to deliver your request. This can only be achieved by getting out of the way so that everything can unfold as it should. It isn't your job to make it happen. It is simply your job to allow it to happen. When you surrender the outcome to the divine, you let the magic flow. And the affirmation here says, I receive the best possible outcome when I surrender to the divine. And I'm also seeing the number 32 music there on the bottom of the deck. So you may be really connecting with music right now. You may want to, listen to music, that kind of thing. I'm gonna get a goddess guidance oracle for you guys. I almost went with the messages from your animal spirit guides, but then at the last minute I changed my mind. So I'm gonna get one more card, read from the book, and then close out the reading. Okay, so Sekhmet, be strong. So maybe this is like tapping into your fire energy, okay? And that's maybe why I'm seeing that metaphor of the lion, okay? And like Leo the lion sort of respect. I'm also seeing Matt, okay, which is the Libra card, the card of fairness, of justice. So again, you could be dealing with a Libra as well in terms of another air sign, all right? What are the goddess guidance messages for Aquarius spirit? Whoa, okay. So the card you got is infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. I think your guides are really just trying to get you, again, along with that surrender energy, to just realize that, there's not to try to control things, to just allow them to happen and to know and trust that you will always be provided for, right? And that's central also to that 9 of Pentacles energy coming up, right? Whether you are in partnership or whether you are alone or whatever the situation may be here, you are this 9 of Pentacles energy, this stable, grounded, abundant, solid energy, okay? So again, you are supplied for your todays and all of your tomorrows. Gonna read for this card and then close out the reading. The goddess is Sedna. I didn't say that. Sedna. Okay. So it says, this is an abundant universe filled with more than enough for everyone, yet the energy format of this planet is about polarities. In this instance, it's about giving and receiving. The key is to balance the two. And remember that motif of balance has been coming up a lot in your reading. Again, the Libra, the scales of justice. If you only give, you'll feel drained, resentful, and experience lack. If you only receive, you won't enjoy what you have. Balance comes from fearlessly giving as you're guided, and then receiving with joy and gratitude. It's exactly like breathing. Both the inhale and the exhale are identically important. I love that motif of the breath, the inhale and the exhale, as being, considered like the giving and receive, the cycle of giving and receiving. It says, practice giving and receiving daily and you'll never want for anything more. Other various meanings of this card are, don't worry about the future. Turn the page. Know that you'll have enough. Your needs will always be provided for. Spend time at the ocean, right? Tapping into that water energy. Swim with the dolphins. Move to a beach or island community. Go swimming, sailing, or surfing. Give time or money to a cause that protects the ocean. Lots of connection with the water here, Aquarius. And I do, even though y'all are air signs, you are the water of air, or the air of water, however you'd like to say it. So it says about the goddess Sedna. She's the Inuit, Eskimo, and Alaskan goddess of the sea who provides sustenance for the body and the soul. Sedna lost the tips of her fingers in a tragic boating accident, and the digits transformed into whales, seals, and other creatures. As a result, Sedna is intimately connected with the ocean's inhabitants. Call upon her for plentiful supplies, especially for your family. Sedna can also help you with any ocean-related adventures, including interacting with whales and dolphins. She's very appreciative of those who give time, money, or offer efforts to protect the sea and its creatures. Lovely. Okay, Aquarius, so I'm going to close your reading down there. If this reading resonated with you, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through my website. I also have a newsletter you can subscribe to, and there's a podcast that I co-host called The Self-Care Kickback. It's a spirituality and self-care based show. You can find it on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Anchor. In either case, again, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next reading. Bye.